Welcome to this YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to talk about 10 biggest travel mistakes to avoid in Cancun. So, before starting this video, like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel for future updates. Cancun is recognized throughout the world for its spectacular white sand beaches and its fascinating sea in turquoise blue tones. With unique natural places, Mayan culture, water activities, and adventures, you can't get enough of it. Spectacular international cuisine, spectacular golf courses, sophisticated spa facilities, top-class shopping centers, typical local handicraft markets, as well as good shows, bars, and nightclubs that give fame to its incomparable nightlife. In this video, we discuss the don'ts when visiting Cancun. These are important tips to follow. We'll warn travelers about the don'ts Cancun has to offer. Like other vacation destinations, travelers might get caught up in scams or expensive taxi rides. We provide some knowledge on what to avoid when heading to Cancun. Enjoy the video, and like always, to be sure to share it with a fellow traveler. If a traveler watching this video is headed to Cancun, be sure to brush up on these tips prior to departing. Cancun's white sand and turquoise waters are what primarily attracts visitors to the famous Mexico Beach town. Enjoy your Caribbean vacation to the fullest by doing proper research on Cancun, as travel mishaps often lead to wasted money and time and missed opportunities. Without further ado, here are the top 10 don'ts of Cancun, Mexico. Let's get started. Number 10. Taking a taxi at the airport. Simple ride worth a few dollars with a bus can turn into a $70 to $80 ride with a taxi. If a traveler isn't careful, this can be the reality of a Cancun trip. Drivers rarely have a flat fee or taxi meter like in most taxis. If a traveler does plan on taking a cab, he or she needs to be sure to ask for the price before the ride begins. In most cases, a traveler should not accept the first fee offered. Cancun drivers are usually open to dropping a price. A traveler can easily save a couple of dollars just by negotiating in a different price. Most resorts and hotels offer shuttle buses around town and to major tourist sites, including rides from and to the airport. Number 9. Don't forget sunscreen. The sun is nothing to mess with year-round in Cancun. Even in the winter months, the sun is strong enough to cause a severe burn. Take extra precaution during May through September and don't spend more than a few hours at a time by the pool. Use very high SPF sunscreen and reapply often. If you can, purchase biodegradable sunblock, which is environmentally friendly. Number 8. Drinking water from the tap. Steer clear of the tap water at all costs in Mexico. Drinking from the tap can make you very sick indeed. All hotels in Cancun have free bottled water. But if you're on an excursion and enjoying a meal in a remote rural location, it's best to check that salads are not washed under the tap and all ice cubes are made from bottled water. Make sure to fuel up on water during a trip. Under the rays for an entire day, hydration becomes a vital key for a traveler's well-being. However, make sure that water sources come from a sealed bottle of water provided in the room. There really is no reason to purchase bottled water unless a traveler is out for the day and away from the hotel room. Even if that is the case, a traveler can easily bring the water bottle provided in the room. When it comes to resort mini fridges, the staff makes it a priority to fill it up regularly with an endless supply of water and other beverages. When going on a Cancun all-inclusive vacation, everything is included, which means endless water and all other beverages you'd like to have, from cocktails, juices, sodas to alcohol. Number 7. Buying everything at the listed price. We discussed this earlier in the video. Saying yes to the first price can be a mistake. For those travelers that plan on saving a buck or two, negotiating on a price with a salesman can be easily done. Always negotiate the price because various merchants sell their goods on the beach. In lots of cases, a traveler can get a good deal for the souvenir he wants by negotiating. The same can take place at a souvenir shop outside of the resort. Now, the resort itself usually has set prices. However, a traveler can definitely debate a price in the city. Never agree to the first price. There's always room for negotiation. Number 6. Exchanging money at the airport. We briefly touched upon this one earlier in the video. The accepted currency in Cancun, Mexico is both pesos and U.S. currency. Don't leave the exchange till the last minute. Cancun hotels and airports offer a poor exchange rate. A traveler might lose out on lots of extra money by making the exchange at the airport or hotel or any tourist location in the hotel zone of Cancun. Instead, it is important to change the money ahead of time, whether a traveler converts to pesos or U.S. money. An exchange rate at a local exchange shop or bank can make all the differences in some extra dollars being spent. There truly is no point in doing otherwise. Number 5, don't get flustered at the airport. First-time travelers booking a Cancun trip might get overwhelmed at the very start of the experience. Lots of travelers tend to get flustered after claiming their bags. The airport is filled with representatives from different companies trying to sell timeshare presentations, insurances, rented vehicles, excursions, expensive taxi rides, and so much more. This can make the experience a stressful one early on. However, it is so easy to avoid all the hassle. By simply saying no gracias, a traveler can move freely onto the outside of the airport. It is there where shuttles from the hotels await the travelers. A worker is usually on site ready with your name written down and ready to tell you which bus you belong on, which will take you straight to your hotel. You'll be on your way to the resort in no time, following this easy tactic. Number 4, booking tours from standalone tour guides. When visiting Cancun, this is one of the biggest things to avoid. Travelers have been caught in various scams over the years. Locals might lure a traveler into booking an excursion at an excellent rate. The only problem is once the time comes to meet up, the representative is nowhere to be found. This happens quite often. It can also turn into a not-so-safe experience by trusting someone off the resort with hardly any credentials. Make sure you choose a tour with a reputable company by doing plenty of research online to avoid a disappointing trip. Number 3, visiting in high season. The best time to visit Cancun is usually between January through May, when hotel prices are low and crowds are manageable. Not only is the city much more enjoyable, but it'll make a huge difference on your travel budget, and the climate is the mildest, not too extreme, hot and humid. Tours are about half the price of rates offered during high season, and food in general is also much more affordable. Avoid visiting during Christmas, New Year's, and especially spring break, as these are the most hectic travel periods for Cancun. If possible, avoid Mexico's hurricane season, which stretches from late July to late October. Number 2, don't go to the timeshare presentations. From the moment you land in Cancun, on your way out of the airport terminal, you'll be for sure offered special deals and prices in exchange for attending a timeshare presentation. They'll tell you that you only have to go for 90 minutes and no purchase is required. They offer you free excursion tickets, on dining tickets, or any other perk for your time. However, they use high-pressure sales tactics and often go on for more than 3 to 5 hours, depending when you decide to stand up and leave the sales room. Do yourself a favor. Stay away from it. Number 1, buying illegal drugs. I know there is a percentage of people that enjoy the use of drugs and will have the desire to obtain them while down here in Cancun. The most important thing to remember on your vacation is stay away from drugs and the people pushing them. I am telling you this for a couple of reasons. You are a foreigner in a different country with different laws and language. The second and most important is that the Mexican Drug Enforcement Agency has set up sting operations in pretty much all the hotspots where drug sales are prevalent. Coral Negro, Market 28, Party Center. They are sitting there waiting for you to buy, just so they can either arrest you or extort as much money as they can from you. You'll be arrested and thrown in a Mexican prison, and the laws aren't the same down here. You can't just get bailed out. You're going to sit in there as long as they want or until they get what they want. Don't take the risk of ruining your vacation, or should I say, your life. Imagine going on vacation, getting arrested for buying drugs, being extorted for all the money you have, and then being locked up in a Mexican prison, surrounded by real criminals who you can't even understand a word they are saying. Don't use drugs in Mexico. What do you think of this list? Which things you think we missed? Do let us know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thank you for watching.